Well, my friends say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, no, no,
There we go. Can you hear me? Okay, there we go. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Sorry about that. I got back to my house a little bit late. I had to drive my sister like 45 minutes away to go bowling today. And then she's going to go out to apparently a lake and have some fun. Helping her out a little bit there. Crazy moves in the Bitcoin market, crypto market, regular market, whatever you want to talk about. We'll talk about a lot of that stuff here today. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Nasdaq, whale number 3. I'll be looking at that stuff. Shorts versus longs getting liquidated, a whole host of stuff, and the fact that now we've had kind of a crazy reversal off of the CPI data, and in a way, because the CPI data was bad, it actually got Bitcoin down really fast. But then all of a sudden, whales came in here to manipulate some things, and it was very, very interesting. And I was just talking with a couple of you guys, and some of you guys have made some good money here trading, but it definitely was a wild day. So first, let's just kind of talk about the macro view of where Bitcoin's at. Then we can take a second here to look at that 5-minute chart and that 15-minute chart from this morning, because it was a fast move. And I know we talked about shorting Matic yesterday, and let me make sure I'm not missing the name again. There you go. Discount made 35% of the Matic shorts that we were talking about, so that was awesome. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Excuse me, guys. I got a sore throat here today. You will see me drinking lots of water. Well, water. This thing is like full of ice, I guess, so not much water there. But okay, buddy. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm a little exhausted here today, but overall, still a really fun day. I was surprised to see that move in the morning. I overslept a little bit, as you guys might have expected, but it was still a crazy morning there. So right now, just by looking at the daily chart, what's stopping us right now, just like it did about last week, is this 20-day moving average here. Now that we kind of have found another bottom here, now we're kind of moving at this weird territory where we're kind of back into that rectangle that we talked about before. So let me draw that line there for you, right there. So this is the line where we haven't really closed down below it, or you could even move that line right there if you wanted to. Maybe best to get the trend out of here for now. We're still consolidating. We're trying to make a breakout, but just like how we were thinking of a double top here from top neckline, if we break down below the neckline, that could be a good opportunity for us to short, right? I guess the neckline was right here for that one. But now we're looking at like a bottom. Maybe if we break out above the 22,659 level, maybe we can make a move, shoot up above the 50-day moving average, and try to make a run at $23,000, $24,000 or so. At this point in time, guys, I'm still going to think that, we're going to have a high interest rate hike this month. Going into the month, we said 75 basis points. Now that inflation was higher than expected, I think you're going to see us probably try to shoot for either 75 or 100 basis points. I think that's going to be a bad thing for the market, but we'll have to wait. One of the things I was pretty happy about today, if I can find CNBC's website here, was the fact that the Nasdaq was down today, S&P down, Dow down, and then Bitcoin managed to have an amazing day. It's nice to see Bitcoin separate out from the market. It doesn't happen too much as you guys might expect. All right. So a couple other things here. We look at the Fibonacci circles every now and again. I know some of you guys like them, some of you guys don't. Whatever. So far, we haven't broken down and closed down below this level here. For this week, that level is 19,460. We're still above it. We still have to deal with the resistance of the 200 weekly moving average, but overall, guys, we do have some support, and I do like where we are at now. Going over to the Nasdaq, this is the 4-hour chart, as you guys know. So we opened up here, closed up here. Interesting day to say the least. Technically, we didn't break down, but we're still in that pattern for a double top right now. I'm hoping that just like Bitcoin was able to get out of that situation, maybe the Nasdaq can get out of that situation too. Then try to make a move back up here to to test out the resistance at 12,175. That's the hope, at least. I'll show it to you two ways here. We are still, get this out of the way, 7% away from the 200 weekly moving average, still 7% away. I don't know if we're going to come into contact with it over the next few weeks here. I hope we do, so we can at least get a bounce in there, right? But on the 4-hour chart, you guys can see, we're fairly close to it. I'm hoping that we can come into contact just so we can bounce just like we have over the past few decades, like the 2008 financial crisis before we crashed, and the dot-com bubble before we crashed as well. If we are very, 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 very lucky and we don't have a recession and things get better over the next few weeks and earnings reports are good over next week, right? Then we have an opportunity to have a short-term reversal that maybe brings us up back to $13,000, maybe even find some type of short-term bottom here. But that's going to be a tough thing to ask for. We're going to have to wait to see what earnings reports are like going for the next few weeks, okay? Now, one other thing here, probably just show it to you on here. Here's the dollar index. It's still going up, guys. It's still going up, unfortunately. And, we don't really see this thing going down anytime soon, especially if we're about to do maybe a 75 basis points to 100 basis points rate hike. It's going to be rough there. It's going to be rough. But so far, guys, as we look at this, the weekly chart, we're still zooming. We talked about this a bit yesterday. Still nothing good from there. That's still going to be a pain in the neck for Bitcoin and the overall market, but I'm hoping that over the next few, let's just call it maybe 1 to 3 months, inflation, we find a peak for it, and then we can start coming back down, or at least stay stagnant. I would be happy with stagnation at this part, even though that's probably not a good thing here with us, right? All right, and one last thing here, I don't usually pull up the algorithms too much and so forth, but I was looking for this yesterday, as many of you guys were watching. I found it. Just so you guys can see from a macro scale, maybe what the algorithm might tell you. Let me pop this up here for you guys. Move this up here to my face. There we go. We are hitting that level of support right now, from the 2017 lows, or highs over there of like 20,000 or so. But what I think is interesting is if you go towards this one, our next level of support is somewhere around 13,870. And this according to the algorithm, and you see the highs over here from 2019. If we come down there, I think that may be my next opportunity to buy up a larger position of crypto. Not a mega bag or not a mega, buy, but still I want to buy some larger amounts of altcoins around that time personally. And I think that's what I'm going to be using as a baseline there for some long-term trades, whether it be STMX, Doge, some random metaverse coins that maybe have lower market caps on, whether it's on BitGet or Femex or anything like that. I'm excited to buy some up there. But at this point in time, I'm still dollar cost averaging, and I think there's going to be a lot of that going forward before I decide I want to buy up a whole bunch more, right? Ooh, ice water, brain freeze. Okay. Now, something interesting here. I don't know if I can actually find it on this one. Maybe I just have to delete yeah. How do I want to do this? Where is it at? YouTube investing. Is this it? No, it's not it. Okay. I don't know what happened. You guys know I had one of those charts that had the simple moving averages, EMAs, DEMAs, and TEMAs. I don't know what happened to that one, but for now, let me just get rid of all these moving, all these GAN fans and Fibonacci levels in the chart. We still have, I would say, months before we have an opportunity to come into contact with a 20-week moving average. You guys will see that historically, good things start to happen when we start getting back above that after we've had a bear market. So 2019, pop, 2020, pop, even 2021 right here when we bounced above it, still had a good move afterwards. And even going back all the way over here to, what is this, 2015, we had a false alarm right here. If you guys can see that, I might have to zoom in for you guys a little bit. False alarm right here, but eventually it did work out for you. So even if you bought right here and held, you'd still be okay after a bit of a fright there, right? And then the other level that we were talking about, let me just put it up here for you guys. I'll put all that GAN fan stuff on another time. And let's go with the EMA. Probably best to just go with the EMA here. We don't need to go doubles or triples. There we go. I'll find the other moving average one, though, because I do like to watch for the clusters for the TEMAs there. Best to just do an orange line because I think that's what we've been doing so far. 200 here. There you go. And something that you guys may be interested in, I know we haven't talked about it for a minute here. This is the daily chart. And is this for the weekly or chart? Let's go back to weekly for this specific one. There we go. All right. Going back in time here, usually when that a signal that's better to be buying in, that's not the 20-week moving average, is the 200 EMA. Usually as soon as we start breaking back above this, we start to move up pretty well. If I make this green line right here, let me take away the Fibonacci. No, which one right here? There we go. Okay. Make this over here to the weekly. So this is a daily chart with the 200 weekly EMA and the 20-week SMA. All right. You can see right here, both have big moves. So this is a nice place. But historically speaking, usually if you buy after the breakout above the 200 EMA, that's usually going to help you guys out a little bit more. And so you can see right here, you'd rather buy here, of course, I would think, rather than right there. You can make some good money there. Going back over here to 2018. Similar concept. This one, actually, there was a death cross here, so you had an opportunity to buy here first. Still worked out fine. That one's not going to really do too much for you. And all the way back over here to the good old days of, 2015 or so. You can see we tried to hold this as a level of support. We ended up bouncing off and having that fake out that we talked about a few seconds ago. And then the next time we broke out above it, that's when everything really started to rip out of nowhere. So the reason I bring that up to you guys now is if I add this daily chart back up here, we still have a while, guys. We still have a while before I think we find any major reprieve where we think about going back into a bull market. But at least we're starting to see those signs that, hey, we might be coming, we're closer to the end than the beginning of such a bad, a bull market, I guess you would say. Let me go back over here very fast. Oh, gosh, guys. Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm exhausted today. I didn't expect to be driving as much, but it was the first time Loki's been over a bridge, and he had a lot of fun. And a larger bridge, one of the tall bridges. But okay, what I want to see going forward today, though, is I just want to see if we can start, keep moving up here for the double bottom. And then if we're lucky, just try to break above 22,555. That's, the more bullish side. Right now, though, I am very concerned that since we did have, the 9.1% inflation rate, everybody, that makes me think that we're either going to have a 75-point rate hike, or we're going to have a 100-point rate hike, basis point rate hike. And, either one of those is probably going to hurt the stock market and the crypto market a lot. If Bitcoin wants to kind of survive from crashing at that point in time, it's going to have to do something like it did today, where the regular markets were going down, but Bitcoin was not. And that rarely happens, right? So we'll give it a shot, though. Now, going back into what happened this morning, you guys can see there was a little bit of buying activity going on. Probably best to zoom in here for you guys. Yeah, there we go. We had some buying activity right before the announcement was made, and then all of a sudden it was a bad report, 9.1. Let me see if I can find CNBC over here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. So Inflation rose 9.1% in June, more than I expected. More than I expected. Even more than even more than expected as consumer pressures intensify. CNBC had a lot of articles on it. So did Fox Business. Look up one of them. You're gonna find something good about it here. The point being, though, I think even CNBC was talking about it a while ago. There you go. Hot inflation leads some banks to speculate on a monster 1% rate hike this month. I could see that happening. I've been calling for a 1% rate hike for I don't know, like 3-4 months now. I think it's probably going to be 75 here, but let's see if the Federal Reserve grows some cojones and they're able to get something done there. But either way, it's going to be an aggressive move, and the market will probably not like it too much, causing a little bit more of a dip going on next week. Okay, so going back over to Bitcoin, where we would have hit that neckline there. Well, actually, is this the neckline here? Uh, there you go. Yeah, we almost hit that neckline of 18,626. We did not. We bounced back up. Now we're waiting to see what happens next. If you guys go over here to the 4-hour chart, it almost looks like a double bottom, like a bottom, broke the neckline, then trying to move back up. It just, that little wick kind of messed up here for us. But where are those bad boys at here? Let's go to chart. Let's hide this one. Let's go there and let's go there. Okay. On the 4-hour chart, you know what I'm thinking here. If we want to have a good size move going forward over the next few days, we've broken over the 20 first of all. We're going to need to break above the 50 here pretty soon and then make a move back up to the 200. I think, there's a reason on one of my videos the other day I said, or maybe even today, Bitcoin can still go boom. It's only because of this theory right here, that because we're so close to a golden cross on the 4-hour chart, the 50 and the 200 here, that's going to give Bitcoin an opportunity to shake things up and try to retest out these highs, or these, more recent highs of like the $22,500. That's where I'm going to be aiming for. At this point in time, I'm going to treat this more as just a rectangle. Right now, this is what the low end of the rectangle. I might want to buy some down here, write it back up. If we get back up here to, let's say, $23,000, I'd probably be happy to, close any longs that I have and just wait to see if there's an opening up for me to short back down. That's what I've been looking at so far. Because overall, guys, Bitcoin is still incredibly bearish. We just might have one more opportunity to make some more money before we might crash on next Friday. So just be aware of that, okay? But okie dokie, guys, let's talk about something else here. The Bitcoin's still up there. That's fine. Doge. Daily chart here. Everything looks kind of like wicked out right now because we had such a violent move this morning. Dogecoin managed to rebound a little bit here. Like Bitcoin, there's another chance for a golden cross here as far as Dogecoin is concerned. Ethereum broke down almost at the neckline, bounced back up like everything else. If Ethereum, right now for Ethereum, I'm not touching it. I want to find a way for me to short this sucker back down. But since we had such a violent reaction this morning, I don't really want to open up any more shorts here. Even ADA had a false breakdown right here. Look at that. You can see how aggressive the breakdown was yesterday because we actually broke down. Usually technicals matter a little bit. And it was the first day we closed down below the Fibonacci level as well. But even then, we almost had we found our support right here as far as ADA is concerned from a few weeks ago. Bounced back up with the good news coming out of Bitcoin rallying here. I'm still concerned about ADA. This is probably the weakest coin I'm looking at on my personal watch list right now. Most other coins are still, take a look at Ethereum. Maybe I should zoom in here. Where it's at now is nowhere close to where it was a few weeks ago when it was really, really crashing. ADA is not like that. It is currently way down lower compared relative to a whole bunch of other coins. So I'm looking to short this one eventually here. Just waiting to see when Bitcoin looks like it wants to fall off the face of the planet type of move, right? Okay, but as far as everything else, we still have some breakdowns here. Some things didn't move back up as much as others. Hoping to see some movement there, but I think right now all we're looking for is for Bitcoin to lead the way, and for like a lot of other coins like Ethereum Classic here, just waiting to watch these simple breakouts here. Maybe we can have some more moving averages that have some golden crosses. But for now, guys, I'm cautiously optimistic only because of those 4-hour charts I'm looking at in Bitcoin. And even on the, we go back over here to the 1-hour chart. You guys already see we're starting to curl back around just enough where we're opening up the opportunity. It's not a certainty, guys, but at least we're opening up the opportunity. The 2 hour is coming closer and closer. In fact, the 2 hour is almost ready for a freaking death cross here. If well, I guess we're moving up, so it might withstand it. The 3 hour here, a little bit more shaky, but the 4 hour here, that 200 moving average is a pain in the butt for us. Just make sure if you guys are trading at all right now, you guys have a stop loss in case, you know, there's a leak or something about the not CPI, rate hike data. Okay, back to go 5. See if Bitcoin can do anything great while we're on the stream today. Yeah, look at that. Breakdown, came back up, got hammered, and then all of a sudden whales came in. This trend line is not even going to be helpful anymore. I was surprised to see how much we moved up after the CPI numbers came out because of initially, I mean, you guys can see, it was very, 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 very bad. We also got rejected off of the 20 moving average on the the 4 hour chart. But then whales came in here to save the day with some large bidding orders. I wanted to show you guys whale number 3 as well. Oh, this is so zoomed in from yesterday. That way you guys can see it out. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, okay. So not nearly as much Bitcoin bought today, but they did still buy 38 Bitcoin, where normally, I mean, like yesterday they bought like 521 Bitcoin. It's a big difference there, but no sell signals there as far as them selling off 500 or 1500 Bitcoin like normal. That's usually a pretty good sign that something really bad is about to happen. We haven't had that signal yet, so that's kind of optimistic for us. Okay, but congrats Discount Kill for making some good money. Same as you, same you too, Pinto Bean. Excuse me, guys. I am tired. What do you call? And hey, buddy, I sent you a message on Discord. I can't chat in the Doge stream. Okay, I'll see if you were banned from anything like that. Make sure to be a good person on there. If the mod said you did something bad, we'll see. What's right here? Hey, Chef, it's from the... and hey, Justin, welcome to the Sapphire level. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much, man. I really, really much. And hey, Discount, what's right here? Oh, wait, I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. Sorry, guys. It's from the anime Naruto. I got Orochimaru summoning tattoo. Ooh, that sounds pretty fun. I love Naruto. Boruto kind of lost me very early on in this series. I just couldn't do it. Everybody seems so weird. I'm getting stuck on One Piece now, and I'm like on episode 300. I'm getting there. What's right here? And hey, Michael, are you convinced of this move up? Oh man, you know, I would say I'd probably give it a 60% chance right now just because of the big whale attack that we saw a while ago. I'm still really concerned, though. It's not because of anything that could happen over the next 24 hours. It's more of the fact that even if we have some type of a reversal right now and we do go up to, like, let's say $23,000, $24,000, $25,000, I think ultimately it's just going to be a large trap that eventually gets sold off rapidly that causes a major crash. So, you know, I think we can go up, but I want to reiterate, I still think whenever we find a top, we're going to crash hard afterwards, and that's my main concern. But, you know, you just move the stop losses up and you're going to be fine there. For right now, I'd probably wait for some type of setup before I start buying in here. I'd be more enticed to actually short, and just wait until we have a big boom and then short, instead of trying to just, find the bottom here as far as longing is concerned. But maybe if we close above the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, I will go long then, and I'll have my stop loss probably be around 2% less with a 10x leverage play that would open me up to 20% losses potentially. But on the other side, still have me an opportunity to at least make a... let me see if I can find that. Let's say it happens sometime over the next day or so. At least 6%, so that's 60% profit, 20% at risk. If we get up to 22 and like half, 22, like 800, then I get, 100%, like a 110% profit for a risk of 20%. So I'm optimistic there. One thing I would do personally is daily. Where's my little tool? We'll do a hickey here. There you go. Here's a little bit of Fibonacci extension. maybe I just aim for something in the realm of 22,000 if I were to buy now once we break above the 20-day moving average, which is always another opportunity to buy as well. Or I could hope for maybe something up here around the $23,000 mark. Anything above 23,000, man, that's just going to be hard in my opinion, because I don't think we would actually break above that 50-day moving average, or at least close above it here. Last time we were above the 50-day moving average was, let's just say we're above it. We didn't close above it, but it was April 22nd. And then we actually broke down below it on this was April 21st. But on April 11th, you guys will see here, once we broke down below this sucker, we just never looked back. We just never found a way to get back above it. Now we have an opportunity, but are we really going to take it? I don't know. I was thinking maybe we might have to wait maybe a couple more weeks at least. Because again, I'm still wondering, rate hikes, what's that's going to do? What is that going to do? And the fact that the Nasdaq is still a few percent away from that 200 weekly moving average. I think if we come into contact with that 200 weekly moving average, that's why I get very, very bullish on everything for the short term, for maybe a couple weeks to a couple months. If if we just break down below it, which is always a possibility as well, then I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? Are we just going to crash and fall off of a rock? Or are we going to have some type of new scenario where instead of having a crash down like an extra 40% for all assets, are we going to instead, maybe instead of finding a bottom around 8,000 or it's 10,000, maybe we find a bottom a little bit earlier, who knows? But it opens up a new realm of thinking there, which I haven't even started to think about just yet here. What's right here? And thanks, Justin. I appreciate it a lot. Again, thanks for all you do, Mike. I'm always here to help you guys out, even when I'm tired like today. But luckily, the stream has shortened down to an hour now, so I'm going to go later on. Because I think what I want to do is I like streaming at random times of the day. So when I do 6 to 7 now, I have an opportunity. Like, let's say I'm up at midnight and something's going on. I want to be able to stream then. And maybe in the middle of the day, I can do an hour stream just talking about random stuff. And that'll be kind of fun as well. I'm thinking tomorrow of doing a middle of the day stream. I'm not entirely sure when yet, because I have to wait to see if my sister needs anything. But, so far, I'm thinking of doing a couple streams tomorrow. See. And hey, Cam, what's up? Hope your thoughts. Hope you get thoughts on where Doge can go. Where Doge can go. Okay. As far as Dogecoin's concerned, it's still in a rough spot, right? So we talked about shorting it down here. Most of you guys are probably out of those shorts at this point in time, I would say. I wouldn't necessarily be looking at Dogecoin's technicals here. I was trying to do any type of technical analysis I could on this over the past few days. And here, let me go over to the 4-hour chart. I did like that we have these two pivot levels here working out, so you can see that this didn't really end up being any level of support for us. This one did. Now it's in level of resistance, so we're seeing some movement here, but the technicals for me haven't been as great as I would like, or they haven't been honoring them as much as I would like. As far as Dogecoin is going right now, I still think it has an opportunity to probably get back up to 0.066 cents at this point in time, maybe higher than that. But what I'd probably do if I wanted to be more bullish on Dogecoin, I would wait for it to break above that Fibonacci level here. Let me zoom in for you guys. Fibonacci level right here, which you can clearly see is a level of resistance for us. And also the 20-day moving average. And then I might just try to buy here and sell at the 200 moving average. If it gets above that, awesome. Maybe I'll only scale it 30 to 50% once we kind of come into contact with it. But I want to be very, very careful with Dogecoin right now just because of that. Let me see if I can pull it up here. We're most likely going to have a death cross with these two moving averages pretty soon, which doesn't look as good here. So short-term trades, but I think right now I'd just be aiming for 0.066. Nothing too crazy there. If we have a major rally off of Bitcoin over the next few days, like it tries to go to $23,000, etc., then maybe we come into contact at 0.068, and then we try to test out a breakout and probably get rejected off of the 0.0705 levels or so. There we go. There you go. 4-hour chart on the right, 5-minute chart on the left-hand side. Waiting to see if anything actually good happens here. There we go. See. Oh, and hey, Justin. Hey, Mike. I just want to give you thanks to you for showing me how to long long and short with leverage. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Go easy with it, but it does make you a lot more money, but just go easy with leverage. That's all I ever say to you guys. But if you ever have any questions, let me know, Justin. I'd be happy to help you out. Always happy to help you out there. What's right here? And hey, Tony, happy to see you back. Hope you had a good vacation, my man. Trying to find out if you can short or long. Oh, on you're talking about Coinbase there. I don't know. I don't use Coinbase besides it's a vehicle to kind of transfer money around. But let me know if you find anything good about that new update. That'll be something that'd be interesting. I know BitGet's been doing more stuff around trigger orders and stuff like that, which has been very nice for me to kind of use and test out. I didn't find trailing stop losses. I'm gonna have to look for that one. I had found trigger stop losses or trigger stop orders. And hey, discount, please let us know when you enter that ADA short. Oh, I will. I'll probably make a shorts video on it. I didn't get a chance to do it too much today just because I went to bed like at 3 o'clock last night from my insomnia. Even like my my melatonin didn't do the trick. And so, I woke up at 5 to do the stream, and I was like, yeah, I turned off my alarm and I just went back to sleep, and I just totally like spaced out on it. What do you call though? I'm gonna do a lot more of those shorts videos. So whenever I see something in the crypto markets, I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on here. As far as the stock markets, that's all for the members and stuff like that. You guys know that. But I'm hopeful that we can start breaking out of this pattern here as far as the Nasdaq, SPY, and Dow are concerned. That way I can start giving you guys some good plays here, because right now nothing really exciting is going on. The only thing I traded today in the options market was Netflix, and it's because I got some news on my scanner saying there was some type of partnership with Netflix and Microsoft. I saw a little volatility index go off on Netflix, and I was like, okay, well, I better hop on this. And I just bought some short-term calls expiring this Friday. Made a quick like 40% and hopped out. I think they even went up like maybe like 100 and something percent for the options I was in. But I was like, I just want to get in and out. I don't know if it's really good news or not. or not. But I guess over the next 2 years, guys, Netflix is going to have ads, there's going to be a Netflix plan that comes with ads like Hulu does, and that may be interesting to see how that works out. Let's see. And hey, Matt, happy to see you back, man. What's right here? Bought a ton of orders. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think whales just wanted to enter in here and screw with the shorts because by most metrics, Bitcoin should have been falling down along with the Nasdaq, SPY, Dow, right? But today it didn't. There was a lot of whales kind of waiting in the murky water, so to speak, just to pounce on those poor shorts. And I had shorts open. I just was able to sell some of them off, beforehand. But it was. I wish I was actually awake when my orders went through, because I have stop losses there. When I saw this thing going on here, like for Bitcoin's example, let's go to the 15-minute chart. I woke up like right here, right? I woke up right here, and what I ended up doing was like half of my things, some of them stopped out right here, and then I had like what was like 20% scale out levels right here, and then after it fell down, I was just like, let me just sell right here. I didn't know if I was going to go down more or not, because we've been talking about that neckline. But then I woke up and the rest of my positions had all been stopped out, because I had moved my stop loss from here over to here, and then if it went back down, then it kind of ricocheted back up to where we are now. So it was a really weird day. I'm glad I was able to move my stop loss around, but I was doing it like half awake, so it wasn't the best trading off of my part. But I walked away with profits, and that's all that matters at this point, right? And hey, Discount Killer, thank you for upgrading to the Sapphire membership. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, as already you remember, let me know, man. And hey, Ken, did you get to my question about BitGet hosting stocks? I haven't asked them yet. I got somebody new to talk to with BitGet over the past couple of days, so I'm waiting for him to message me. But he's over in Singapore, so he won't be able to answer, I think, for like another 2 hours or so. But I'll ask him what they say about that. I mean, it would be pretty interesting. I would like to see them do something, because I think Robinhood needs more competition, like actual good competition. And BitGet, one of the reasons I'm always happy to kind of tell you guys about BitGet, besides the fact that they sponsor the channel every now and again, is that, what do you call it? They, let me see if I can find it. Oh, I won't go into it, but what do you call, like, they have they have billions of volume traded every single day. I mean, they have loads of assets on that exchange, which I really, really like. I'm just hoping that they can kind of grow and kind of make their site like more elegant, fancy, I guess. It's like good to use for trading, which I enjoy, but I want to feel like it's all futuristic-y, and that's just like a first world problem. And that's why I don't really rant about it too much. Man, what's it here? I'm buying and not letting everyone else get the lows. Oh, there you go. Yeah, as long as you guys are buying bit by bit, I think you guys will be fine. Even if you guys did a bulk order today, eventually I think it would make you a lot of money. It just, do you want to get the best bottom you can, or you find just buying and kind of just forgetting about it for a while, like a few years or so, wait for 2023, 2024 for a potential bull market rally, and then start seeing some all-time highs for Bitcoin. Either way, you're going to be making some money. It's just depending on what your average is going to be, what your profit's going to be at the end of the day here. Let's see. And hey, Justin, you already started your 88 short with 5x leverage. There you go. Let me know how that one turns out. I'm waiting to see I'm waiting to see when that rate hike comes. I really want to see if they're going to be doing 75 basis points or if they're going to be doing 100 basis points. I mean, the fact that Wall Street's even talking about 100 basis points tells you how crazy everything has gotten. So here. Hey, Michael. Bigot has a trailing stop loss, but you only can do it from your computer, not from the app. That would explain it. Okay. Normally, I like to trade on my app because I'm usually on the move, as you guys know. And the fact, they make it easy. I like the fact that they have an app, but I'll have to look it up on the desktop version here as well. And I'm going to be doing a deal here, I think, over the next few weeks, guys, where I'm either going to be sponsored, I believe, with either BitGet or Femex if I'm able to get a partnership deal done with those guys, which means they'll probably be the exclusive channel exchange that I work with. I'll have to wait to see how everything works out. But either way, you're going to probably see another banner up on the top of the screen. Right now, I don't have BitKits up there because I'm in negotiations again for like another contract. Femex is involved too. But I'm excited to see where both those things go. And you guys will hear me rant about those exchanges. And luckily, I like both of them, right? What's going on over here? Coinbase doesn't have leverage trading right now. I've never used Coinbase for trading. I've never liked it. Those fees are kind of brutal on Coinbase. Even if you do Coinbase One and stuff like that, I like just paying very, very small amounts of fees. I hate the fact that, let's say I have Tether and I want to move it into cash. I moved a couple $1,000s of Tether into cash a few days ago. It wasn't like it was like a $1 to $2 fee. It was like a $40 something fee just to transfer Tether into cash. I was like, what the heck's going on? And I always know. And it's like, it's only a small amount technically compared to how much I'm trading. No. It's a larger amount than everybody else. That's the point. It's a larger amount than everybody else. I wish they would just get their act together and make their fees a lot cheaper. I think the market is going to force them to do that eventually, though. So that's why I think it'll be okay. Well, they'll be okay. A couple shots of whiskey helps sleep better, FYI. What do you call? I have some whiskey. I have some Maker's Mark. I don't know. I've been tired but not sleepy. I don't know exactly what it has been, but I've been dehydrated too. That's why I'm drinking a whole bunch of water today. And I've been very, very busy. Like after this today, guys, I got to go pick up my sister later on tonight around like 10 o'clock, 11. And I'm going to a place called Gig Harbor in Washington, which is like a half an hour, 45-minute drive from where I live. Let's say half an hour drive. And then from there, I got to drive all the way back, pay the toll across the bridge. I'm going to be beat. Try to have my sister drive on the way back home. What's right here? Thoughts on where Ave can go? Let me see. I can do something short on Ave here. AAV. Oh, to the E. There you go. This chart looks a little bit better than Bitcoin's here. It's above the 50-day moving average here, even though it didn't hold up too well last time. Did it ever break down? No, it never broke down. Wow, that's something pretty interesting. Um, so personally, right now, if Bitcoin does make a move over the next few days and we start to see the $22,000, $23,000, not as likely, like I said, but there's an opportunity there. Maybe as high as $109, I would say. maybe I guess maybe even as high up here as 123. We're not going to get above that 200 daily moving average here. Is that a weekly or what is that chart? Yeah, we're not going to get above the 200 daily moving average, I don't think. But I do think with the opportunity of having a golden cross here, as long as Bitcoin moves up and not down, of course, I think you could see at least let's say $89.90. Then towards the high point, probably around $123. I would probably start scaling out right here, though. You know, if you wanted to buy now, I'd scale a little bit here, then scale a little bit here at 109, and then scale out the rest of it probably at 124. And you know, even at 124, I'm not even sure if that's going to actually hit. So careful with it. I'd be very, very excited to trade this as it broke down. I'd be very, very happy to short it. But in the short term here, I'd probably scale out around $90, $110, and then finally the rest of it off at 124. If it goes higher than that, awesome, but I'd probably just want to get out of it as soon as possible, just because you don't know when Bitcoin's eventually going to crash back down and start making some new 52-week lows here. It looks better than a lot of other stuff, though. And right now, Bitcoin's still having trouble getting back above that 20-day moving average here. It's a pain in our butt right now. Let's hope that we can make the move so we're not falling like a rock tomorrow, right? Or today, I guess today's day candle. There we go. All right. And hey, Monica, thoughts on Matic shorts? Let me see right here very fast. So as far as Matic is concerned, let me show you guys. Obviously, I'm out of my Matic short from yesterday. I was hoping to get something more out of it. Let me see if I can find this right here. There you go. Started to short, it came back up to test like we thought it would, and what happened? It eventually came down. So I was lucky enough to get my short out there, but this thing just kind of ripped and went sky high. We did break above that 63-cent level of resistance. As far as shorting it goes right now, I'd be more inclined to short than go long here. What I'd be hoping for, though, is I might scale into the short here, so maybe 30 to 50% of the position open right now, then kind of leave some room in case it goes back up to maybe 70 or let me just say 67 cents or so. Then you might be willing to add a little bit more there. Let me see, what is this level here? Yeah, 66 cents or so. That might be more interesting. Hold on. Hello? Yes. Michael, yeah. I forgot to pick up my sister's birthday cake today. They close in an hour, so I should be fine on time there. I'll end the stream in like 18 minutes. But see, I knew I was forgetting something today. I got my sister a nice fancy ganache cake for her 17th birthday. So she's gonna like that a lot. So sorry about that, guys. All of my calls get screened, and I get a text of what they're talking about before I pick up. Normally, I just don't answer them. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I really do apologize. It was like, oh yeah, I probably don't want them to throw away my sister's birthday cake. I guess I was supposed to pick it up today at noon. Yeah. Tomorrow's my sister's birthday. So what do you call it? Yeah, that was interesting. And hey, Michael, Jordan got a channel back. Yeah, I saw that. One of the guys at YouTube that I know, he said, yeah, they're working on it. They were working on it last night. He didn't answer me back, so I'm happy he got his channel, but I'm probably not going to talk to him again. What do you call? And hey, Monica, I can see you. What's right here? What do they say? Oh, the lyrics. There you go. Producers' prices have to come down first if we want to see inflation peaking. That's going to be true. I think the fact that gas prices are going down right now is going to be a great help. You've already seen airlines making some gains back in the market off of the fact that they're not going to pay as much money back for gas. That's going to be nice. Matic and Disney in the works. Is that what it is? Oh, geez, that's going to be crazy. Uh, And hey, Willem, I know. Normally, I would never answer my phone. Normally, I would never. But it's the fact that it's my sister's birthday cake, and it wasn't a cheap one. It's freaking ganache. I don't even know what I know what ganache is, but I don't even remember the last time I had ganache cake. She's gonna love the ganache cake. I'm gonna keep on reminding her. Her brother got her a ganache cake. Should be pretty interesting. It's like a chocolatey thing or something like that. So I'll probably have to buy some milk. I can only have almond milk these days, so that'll be interesting. Lactose milk hurts my stomach even more than regular milk right now. I have no idea why. Um, let's see. On Coinbase, I've used their convert option and it didn't charge me any fees. I recently converted about $500 into ADA to Matic and it listed no fees for me. Oh, that is pretty interesting. I've never used that feature with Coinbase. I just wish they would make it very, very simple, and I wish they would. I hate paying the fees for it, but it's just like part of business, I guess you would say, because you got to transfer the money. So let's say I made $10,000 off of some trading on BitGet. I moved it over to Coinbase. That transaction would only cost me about $10 to do from BitGet to Coinbase. So $10, not much at all. From there, though, selling that asset, selling the Tether over there, it's astronomical. I just don't understand why they have it so expensive, because that just means over time there's going to be another competitor that just like drowns them out by having a better product. So I'm fearful that Coinbase is going to become the next Robinhood over the next few years here. So I want to see if they're able to continue making some stronger moves. But as far as Matic is concerned, you could start shorting now a little bit here. I'm watching the 4-hour chart right now. I'd be okay with opening up a short at this point in time, but I want to probably scale into it. Wait to see how this 4-hour candle finishes up in the next 2.5 hours. And then from there, if we start ticking back down a little bit, maybe break down below the 63 cent level, I add another short right there, and then I kind of ride the wave down as potentially the market crashes into tomorrow. And, maybe not crash, but Matic, since it did pump up so much yesterday, you would see a sizable move down at the same time here. So I think it'd be fine to open up some shorts right now in Matic personally. Because right now, to me, this is all just one big selling zone, right? So anytime you're opening up a short from this blue line like we did here, remember we shorted it right there, I think it'd be a good opportunity to open up some shorts. Just make sure you guys have some nice stop losses. So instead of having like a 1 or 2% stop loss, I'm thinking more in the realm of like 5 to 10% stop loss. And maybe you don't have to think about it that much, but 6% right here is at that middle point. So maybe just a 6% stop loss if you wanted to open up a short right now. But yeah, good news coming out of Matic. That was a nice little pump there. I am really happy the CPI data crashed everything. Otherwise, I would have walked away, I guess, a little bit of profit, but not nearly as much. If there was people that didn't have stop losses and they overslept, it's gonna be a painful one right there. See. And hey, discount. Oh man, you better get going, bro. Happy B-Day to your sister. Oh, what do you call she'll I'm gonna leave in like 13 minutes to go get it. I totally spaced out on it. Totally spaced out. And the guy that answered the phone, he was very awkward to me, and I'm an awkward guy too. So when two awkward guys talk, it's very awkward. And so we both understand it's awkward, so it just makes it even more awkward. And so I was like, oh man. I have no idea what that is. The cake, I mean, I don't know how to spell ganache, my man. Here, if you guys have any questions about crypto, let me know. Ganache cake. There you go. Uh, there's no Wikipedia page about it. It just says chocolate cake, but it's not a chocolate cake. It's a special type of ganache cake. Um, here, hold on, here. Definitely not this normal format for the streaming, guys. I apologize, but we're not really looking at much stuff here besides Bitcoin trying to consolidate and make a move back up here over the next few hours to at least try to retest that Fibonacci level of about 21,000, let's say 200 or so. Okay, let me pop this up very fast. I'll look up what a ganache cake is, then we'll be fine. What is ganache? There we go. Ganache is a mixture of chocolate and cream used to make truffles and other chocolate candies or as filling and toppings for cakes and pastries. Okay, so it's like chocolate and cream. Chocolate and cream. That's what it is. See, I need to know more bakers out there. Because I'm definitely not one of those guys. Probably let's put this back up the 4-hour chart here. I just want to see if Bitcoin can get above the 50-day moving, the 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart, guys. That would make me incredibly excited about where Bitcoin can go over the next, like tomorrow. But if for whatever reason we get rejected by the 50 or even by the 200, man, that's going to be a fast move down and a very ugly move down at that. Ganache is some rich stuff, bro. Better get a gallon of milk. Sounds about right. Okay, I'm glad I'm going to be getting some milk. Oh, you paying there? It's just in the spread somewhere. Yeah, gosh, I always paying too much in fees. I think in Coinbase you can get your money pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, I always pay for the instant transfers for the Coinbase. I don't mind paying like $20, $100 for that. I mean, sometimes it's expensive, right? Depending on how much money you put in there. I don't mind paying for that. I just don't like transferring, like having to pay to get my Tether turned back into USD. It just feels weird. Okay, fine. I'll try. Take a short Matic 5X, baby. Take it easy, though. Take it easy. But at least Matic looks a little bit more bearish than a lot of other assets out there. We're just waiting to see what happens with Bitcoin right now. But have that stop loss there just in case. Let's see. And hey, Moa, why is that so expensive? It's just from a fancy cake shop. That's probably it. I would just imagine higher ingredients. Better ingredients. Like last year, I took my sister and I got her a cake at the mall, like by one of those really like, the huge tall people, like the cakes that do wedding cakes and all that type of stuff. My sister's cake had gold beads when I got it for her last year. They had fresh fruit that tasted freaking amazing. I think it's just the better quality ingredients. I think that's the only difference really. Because I've had cheaply made cakes and really expensive cakes. It just seems like the quality of the ingredients is a little bit better. And maybe the skill of the baker is a little bit better. And then, the total design on the outside it's like everything is a little bit better, I guess you would say, overall. Sometimes it's not, though. That's painful. Ganache is equal parts warm, heavy cream and chocolate. Stir it and pour it over whatever cake you want to. Okay, that sounds really, really good. That sounds really, really good. I haven't had chocolate in a lifetime here, guys. It's a super rich cake. I expect a short video showing the cake before you cut into it. I'll probably post it on the other channel for you guys, that's for sure. I'll post it onto the other channel to show you guys what it looks like. I'll do that at least. All right, everybody. I'm probably actually just going to head over there right now and go grab that cake. As far as Bitcoin's concerned right now, let me kind of wrap this up for you because I know this is going to be a shorter stream. Most likely, I know most of you guys will be asleep. I will probably be awake for a couple hours. I probably will do another short stream here with you guys if I see anything crazy going on. Or I'll just do a stream tomorrow morning if I'm too tired after picking up my sister from, she's going bowling, then to a restaurant, then to a lake house to go do some boating at night. Freaking crazy people. What do you call it? After I'm back from that, if I have energy, I will go live again, again, right? But to wrap everything up, what you're waiting for right now is either for Bitcoin to get rejected or break above the 20-day moving average here, this green line. If it's able to break above that, then we can start thinking about Bitcoin getting back above the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average for the 4-hour charts, which are going to be crucial. Personally, I'm going to give it a shot by going long on Bitcoin if we manage to get above that 200 moving average. At this point in time, I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it does, that's my plan there. And no shorts right now for me. I know Matic is one thing, but that's just if you guys want to enter into it right now. I really just want to take the precautionary step of waiting to see what happens as we approach that 200. I don't want to be surprised by some random boom in the market and everything, freaks me out and my shorts get, annihilated right there, right? So I'm taking it nice and easy. I like the shorting opportunity we had over the past few days where we traded that breakdown right there. I think going into next week, we are going to have some issues here as far as the rate hikes and things of that nature. But now, since we kind of found another bottom here, guys, now we're opening ourselves up for another type of double bottom where we have a bottom, a neckline up here around $22,538. If we're able to break above that, we have the opportunity to go up to at least a 23, maybe even as far as $24,000. It's going to be hard, but I think there's an opportunity for both the Nasdaq and Bitcoin to have a little bit of a stronger move going into the weekend. During the weekend, though, guys, it's anybody's guess. I would assume the bears are probably going to take back control at that point in time, okay? But okay, everybody, I'll see you guys a little bit later tonight, most likely. I need to go grab my sister's cake to make sure I'm not